Yo, what is good, Mets Nation? Welcome back to Mets Media. This is Richie. In this video, I want to give you guys my thoughts and recap of the Mets' victory over the Marlins in our home opener. The Mets go 2-2 on the season in our first 4 games, and this was a bizarre way to win. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and analysis. As we know, Michael Conforto is up with the bases loaded, and he gets hit by a pitch to drive in the game-winning RBI. And you see the replay, it looked like he stuck his elbow out there, or at least he didn't try to avoid the pitch. It was really controversial, and the Marlins were really livid. So it was definitely a bizarre play, but hey, a win is a win. Jeff McNeil gets the game-tying 9th inning home run, nuked it for his first hit of the season. Great to see Jeff McNeil do that because that was absolutely emphatic. Brandon Nimmo with 3 hits. Walker in his debut for the Mets looked so good. So I'm going to break down all that in this video. Before I do so, if you guys are new to Mets Media, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYMets_media. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So first, let's talk about Walker's debut as the Met pitcher. So he definitely was dealing all throughout the game. He actually was pitching a no-hitter all the way until the 5th inning, which is a good sign. He was dealing. He had a really good command of his fastball. He was pitching high velocity, 95 plus consistently. I feel like that is his bread and butter. He just blows it right by them. He's not afraid to punch the strike zone. That's something that I noticed from Walker. And if you look at his previous numbers in his career, he has not played a lot of baseball in the past 3 seasons because he had Tommy John surgery. Last year was a shortened season, even though he had a very good ERA, something around 2.7 ERA last year in just 11 starts. So he has potential. He's a former first-round pick from the Mariners back in 2010, and I feel like the best is yet to come for him. He's only 28 years old, and what he showed me today was something that I did not expect, to be honest. I felt like Walker was going to be a really good piece, and I wanted him in free agency if we missed out on Bauer, which is exactly what happened. But for Walker to go a no-hitter all the way into the 5th inning, that was remarkable. But unfortunately, he did give up 2 runs late in the 6th inning. But hey, if you look at it in hindsight, he pitched 6 innings and gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 earned runs, 4 hits. So I'm not complaining. These are solid numbers for a 4th starter, and I'll take this performance from Walker any day of the week. His ERA so far is a 3. So let's get into some individual performances. Let's start with the birthday boy, Jeff McNeil, with his first hit of the season being a nuke of a home run. He pimped it, and that was the one person I wanted to hit that home run, to be honest, to tie the game up because he needed it. As we know, he did not have a hit all throughout the season. He was benched in game 2 for some reason. Rojas did not want him to play, and that was really controversial for Mets fans. I did not agree with it at all, but McNeil is proving that he needs to be an everyday player in the lineup. That was his only hit of the game, but he showed up in the clutch. If it wasn't for that home run, we would have lost this game. So for Jeff McNeil to show up in the clutch and hit that home run into the Coca-Cola corner and pimp it with that bat flip into the, oh my God, it was just so awesome to watch. I was going crazy. So shout out to Jeff McNeil because that was emphatic the way he tied up the game. Now let's talk about Brandon Nimmo because he is having probably the hottest start to the season so far for the New York Mets. He had 5 at-bats with 3 hits, and he is batting .429 on the season so far. That's crazy. His on-base percentage is through the roof. He actually did not have a walk today, but he had 3 hits, 2 doubles, and a single. One of those hits came in the 9th inning, so he ripped it down the left field line. Very clutch hitting for Brandon Nimmo. He deserves a lot of credit. He should be the everyday batter at the top of the lineup. I don't care if we're versing a righty or lefty. He deserves to be the leadoff hitter every single day. He's proving it that he can get on base at an elite level. He's hitting the ball efficiently. It's not just like he's a guy that can just draw walks. He can also hit 3 hits, 2 extra bases, and 1 single. I will take that, and Brandon Nimmo deserves a lot of credit. Now let's get into Michael Conforto because he had that crazy, bizarre ending to the game, right? He's been struggling in the past couple of games. We all know that he's been, leaving so many players on base, and that was Michael Conforto's problem all throughout his career so far in the Mets. He's a very good hitter. We all know that he has a really good, beautiful swing, but at times he crumbles in the clutch. He crumbles when there's runners in scoring position, and I really want him to get that walk-off hit, but instead he gets hit by the pitch in a very bizarre way by sticking his elbow out there. Do I agree with that? No, but hey, we got the W. Hopefully Michael Conforto looks back on that replay and understands that that's unacceptable as in the game of baseball, but we got the win. So Michael Conforto, he had 2 at-bats. He got on base, I think, 2 times, well, 3 times if you consider that hit by pitch, and he had the game-winning RBI. Francisco Lindor, he continues to flash the leather. He is so good at shortstop, and I want to talk about Francisco Lindor for a sec. Well, his stats today was 3 at-bats. He had 2 walks and a hit, And man, Francisco Lindor's leadership is unbelievable, guys. He is showing why he was worth $341 million. And I always said, Francisco Lindor's value on this Mets team is way more than just his play on the field, way more than his batting average or what he can do at the plate or what he can do on the field. He's literally a coach on the field. How many times today did we see Francisco Lindor coach up the players, whether it's at shortstop, telling the players, telling Jeff McNeil and VR at third base, telling him when there's, 2 outs, man on second, do whatever you can, keep the ball in the infield. He's yelling at them. He's coaching them. And his energy, everything about Lindor is insane. When Francisco Lindor got intentionally walked in the 9th inning, he was pumping up Conforto. He was looking at him, yelling at him like, let's go. We got this. I got confidence in you. Like, Lindor's leadership is unbelievable. We saw what he did with David Peterson when he gave up 4 runs yesterday. He was talking to him in the bullpen, in the dugout, rather. So Francisco Lindor is proving why he got this contract. He's flashing the leather and short. He had an unbelievable play, and over again, he's just proving why he got this contract. I feel like his batting is going to get hot eventually. He's batting .214 so far. I'm not too concerned at all, but he deserves a lot of credit so far on being that leadership role for the New York Mets. He knows that he's the face of the franchise, and he's proving it by being that natural-born leader that this Mets team desperately needs, especially in the infield. So now let's get into Dom Smith. Dom Smith had 3 at-bats. He had 1 hit and 1 RBI, and that RBI was a sacrifice fly. And man, that was a really good play from Starling Marte in center field to rob him of an extra base hit that could have been 3 runs, to be honest. It was bases loaded, this close from a grand slam, just almost went over the fence, but Marte got it, and he easily could have dropped it or let it go behind him. It wouldn't have been an extra base hit, 2 RBIs, 3 RBIs. But listen, Dom Smith, he's red hot so far. That was a really well hit ball. We needed that. It was better than him striking out or something. Dom Smith is proving to be a guy that needs to play every single game. I don't really care about who we're versing. I don't care about the matchups. Dom Smith is a valuable piece to this lineup, and so far he's not been making any really big mistakes in left field. We know that he's a liability in left because he's a typical first baseman, but his bat is so valuable. We need him in the lineup at all times. Pete Alonso, he did not have a hit today. It was his first time not getting a hit all season, but he did get on base twice with 2 walks, and he's batting .267 so far this year. Pete Alonso has been impressing me so far defensively at first base. I don't think he really did anything today too spectacular, but in the first 4 games, he's flashing his leather. He looks like a guy that can develop his game defensively at first base, and we know that's a really big part of baseball, and hopefully he can continue that. Now let's get into the bullpen. Castro comes in and pitches a beautiful 7th inning. No hits, no runs, no anything. He's throwing gas out there. That's his 3rd time we saw him pitch, and he looks like a guy that is going to be something special for the Mets out of the pen. At least we hope. He had 1 strikeout, and his ERA so far this season is a 3 flat. Trevor May, he came in again for his 3rd time of the season. He gave up 1 hit, had 1 strikeout, and 0 runs. So good to see Trevor May out there. Him and Castro looks like that's going to be our 7 to 8 guys, the bridge to the 9th inning until Lugo comes back at least, and I like what I'm seeing for Trevor May. We know that what happened in the game 1 with Trevor May, and ever since then he's settled down and he's doing his job. And then the first time we saw Edwin Diaz, 1 innings pitched, 1 walk and 1 strikeout, and he was throwing gas, 99, 100 miles per hour. That 1 strikeout he had was insane. Painted him on the outside corner. Edwin Diaz is a huge X factor for this New York Mets team when it comes to being that lights out closer we need him to be. I feel like he's going to get better and better throughout the season as well. We saw last year he started off the season a little rough and he gave up a couple games and we all thought Edwin Diaz was going to suck, but then the rest of the season last year, I know 60 games, very small sample size, but he was dominant. A sub-2 ERA, somewhere around 1.7, and let's hope that Edwin Diaz can continue this because that 9th inning was crucial. He gave up no runs, and now he gets the W for today's game. Now he is 1-0 on the season. So that really does it for my recap. I broke down each individual player that needed to be broke down. I'm really excited we got this dub. A win is a win. Very bizarre way to get a W with that Conforto walk-off RBI hit by pitch. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section, your takeaways on today's game. If you guys stayed until the end of the video, comment down below an Apple emoji so I know you guys were here. That is it for this video. Again, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to Mets Media. Let's go Mets. You gotta believe. I will be at the game Saturday, by the way, and Jacob deGrom will be on the mound, so I'll try to get a lot of footage and show you guys in my next video. So that does it for this one. Peace.